ready for a wild ride. We've curated some of the most daring moments on the road and ice just for our fans. Welcome to Machine Universe. Bus driver was way too reckless on that turn. Now the Lexus LX 570 is totaled because of someone else's mistake. Watching this is frustrating. This happened on State Route 315 in Delaware. The trooper was following for a marked lanes violation, but the driver just kept going until she hit that pole.
Do not move. Do not get out. Are you okay?
Yes.
Summer tires on ice, zero grip, zero control. That car is basically a sled. It looks like the truck driver tried to brake, but just lost traction entirely. If you live in a snowy climate, you know how vital these machines are. Watching it fill up that truck in seconds is actually pretty impressive. Bald tires on a luxury. The G-Wagon driver seriously needs to invest in some basic maintenance before driving again.
Oh, they're sliding! They're sliding!
Break! Watch out!
Heads up!
That's a terrifying feeling when the steering wheel does nothing.
Stay back!
Imagine sitting in a bar and a whole van just crashes through the wall. Pure negligence. I'm really worried about those men pushing at the back. If the bus slides backward or the tires catch. First snow in Magnitogorsk, and the summer tires are already causing trouble. If you're looking for some pure ASMR, the natural sounds of this ice shattering are way better than any edited background music. Stuck in Amsterdam. Neither forward nor backward, this truck is officially part of the bridge now. Truly a close call. This shows how dangerous unsecured heavy loads can be on slippery roads. While it looks like a waste to scrap a bus from 2009, many cities are moving toward electric fleets now to make the environment a bit cleaner.
This is for your neighborhood watch.
1, 2, 3.
That'd be a good feeling, wouldn't it?
Oh,
A classic Crown Vic meeting a Toyota. That's going to leave a mark.
Told him to get out of the car.
It's a 2017 Ram 2500 Mega Cab, and the owner has done some serious tuning to get that much smoke and throttle response in the snow. The Kenworth 963 is a beast designed for the toughest desert oil field operations, and here it's using some serious cable strength to unload a rig component. During the Gumball 3000 rally in London, these two Nissan Skylines stole the show from the supercars by shooting massive flames from their exhaust pipes. Many people think a crane could just lift it, but in remote areas like this, getting a heavy crane to the site without it also sinking is a technical nightmare. You're looking at a specialized plow mounted on an old Vanderbilt tender. They fill it with concrete for ballast, so it doesn't just bounce off the tracks when hitting those huge snowdrifts. These guys are pros on the Russian winter roads. While some prefer the old-school Kraz, many are switching to Volvo or Scania for better reliability when facing these brutal, icy mountain passes every day. That's a custom off-road beast powered by a Tatra V12 engine. The sound is just legendary.
Jetzt schauen wir mal. Die Beräumung läuft. Im Wald bei Schorba wird der jahrelange Reif mit schwerem Gerät, was sonst eigentlich Holz aus dem Wald holt, ist aus DDR-Zeiten hier rauszufahren, rauszubringen. Liegen wir hier im Wald.
This forest near Jena, Germany, has been an illegal dump site since the GDR days. They're finally using this cool recovery vehicle to haul out hundreds of old tires that have been sitting there for decades.
Fährt die schwere Fracht nach draußen.
It's a sad sight on the Marka River. These drivers risk everything to deliver goods across Russia's vast and frozen northern territories. Too much confidence, not enough experience. Never point the counterweight toward the water on a slope. Amazing how strong the kingpin and fifth wheel are. They took the whole truck down with the trailer.
This guy might wind up flipping over. He's at a weird angle. The heavy, that high up in the air. Seen the truck lifting up a little bit.
The team is trying to get these trucks back on the road to Boven and Kovo. Experienced drivers suggest pulling at an angle and using a shorter hitch to get the Kamaz's front wheels onto solid ground faster. Black ice is terrifying. Never slam the brakes when you start to slide. Use the gas instead. Poor old Gaz 51. That driver is pushing that classic engine way past its limits in the mud. This is how they get equipment into tight spots at massive dam sites. It's a heavy-duty crane making a 20-ton truck look light as a feather. can see the raw power of the Rusik as it climbs the icy slope. It's the successor to the old MAZ trucks, and it's a legend.
Давай. Тут заехать, да?
Losing a track at the worst possible moment.
Кого нахуй?
Watching this W50 struggle is intense. It's got the engine roar, but the traction just isn't there today on this Polish off-road course. This T150 is actually a unique tractor often used for towing planes. Here in the mud, the Kraz's weight keeps it pinned down better. It's a battle of pure mass rather than just engine power. Looks like a faulty relief valve caused that massive blowout. The D35 model is a beast in the snow removal world. It takes the power from the loader and focuses it entirely on that blower unit to keep the discharge constant and powerful. It's interesting how the local conditions change the technique. Because the incline is steep, the blower has to work harder just to keep moving, which explains why the snow isn't flying very high. In Russia, they sometimes use heavy machinery like this to prep old vehicles for the final journey. This bulldozer arrived just in time to help turn that sedan into a manageable pile of scrap metal.
Бедный москвич. Давай.
Менька едет на подмогу. Едет.
It's not a fancy Mercedes or Volvo coming to help. It's an old-school Cummins.
сейчас выхожу.
El coronel está aquí para poderles ayudar y asesorar a quedarse como tiene que quedarse. Para más 039 680 59 30. La mudanza nacional e internacional, asesoramiento, como en este caso.
Seeing how they maneuver these large containers in tight spaces is pretty impressive. "2014 footage showing the skill behind professional towing and crane work. Stay tuned for the precision it takes to do this safely in a rural spot like this." This dump truck unloading a bulldozer looks like a recipe for a mechanical disaster. Russian drivers and their trucks are built different. This Sygak just keeps pushing through the icy water.
По якутским жужжат, что тут куча машин. Лена, это куча, бля. Зато сколько разговоров было, бля. Может. Тем более наши доблестные МЧС.
Overloading is a huge risk at the Aldan crossing. It leads to stricter weight limits later, which makes it harder for everyone else. It's a hard lesson learned by the driver in this cold environment.
Это в интернет выложить, блин. На жопу присадить. А то тут растрезвонили, блин. Шалаболы. Там.
Driver might need to check those diff locks. One wheel is spinning way faster than the others in this mess. This unique vehicle, named Castor Pollux, is a beast at handling these mountain roads in Switzerland. You don't see equipment like this every day, especially when it's hauling a coil that weighs a staggering 65 tons. Schmittenhohe 2015 brought out some really interesting setups. If you ever doubted Subaru's all-wheel drive system, just watch it back up and go again until it clears the path.
Dosyć motowa, że też kitami.
It's a great example of what a Forester can do. It's not a tractor, but with a bit of skill, it goes where few other budget cars can.
Doprava, já myslím, že doleva.
That's a very expensive recovery mission waiting to happen in the bay.
That there was potential there.
Jesus, what? Where's that?
I got it on video, mostly.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Most tractors would be scrap after a bath like that, but I bet this K700 will run again soon. Using the right angles and snatch blocks, they can manage the weight of the truck easily. It reminds me of the classic heavy recovery videos we all love. It's hard to even see the road in these Colima conditions. You can hear the air brakes and the raw power of the V8 engine working together. In Taiwan, these drivers are like unsung heroes, moving heavy timber through places most people wouldn't even dare to walk. One small mistake on that clip, and it's all over. This classic BMC truck in Turkey is showing some real grit. Driving over those wooden blocks with a full load is tricky because if the wood slips, the axle could break. We hope these scenes gave you a good thrill. Which one stayed on your mind? We'd be honored to have you back for our next update. Take care, everyone.